They laughed when I cried on camera. They mocked my cheap DIY hacks and called me delusional. But every cruel comment, every viral meme, every attempt to destroy me only made me richer. Now those same haters are my biggest advertisers, and they do not even know it. My name is Kaya Ashworth, and I am about to tell you the most shocking revenge story you have ever heard. A story about how the worst moment of my life became the foundation of my million-dollar empire. A broken woman, sobbing in a cramped apartment, reading comment after comment telling her she was worthless. That woman was me, just 3 years ago. And those comments? They were not just mean. They were soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, dream-shattering words that nearly drove me to delete everything and disappear forever. But I did not disappear. Instead, I did something that nobody expected. Something so audacious, so brilliant, so utterly insane that it changed everything. I turned my haters into my employees. I weaponized their cruelty. I transformed their mockery into my marketing machine. And now they cannot escape me. Let me take you back to where it all began. In a place so humble, so desperate, that what happened next will blow your mind. I was 26 years old, living in a studio apartment in Cleveland that was smaller than most people's closets. The rent was $800 a month, and even that felt impossible most days. I had been laid off from my marketing job 6 months earlier, and my savings account had exactly $73.42. But I had something else. I had an obsession with making beautiful spaces on absolutely no budget. While other people were buying $1,000 throw pillows, I was figuring out how to make magazine-worthy rooms with items from the dollar store, thrift shops, and yes, even dumpsters. My friends thought I was crazy. My family thought I was wasting time. But something inside me knew there were millions of women just like me out there. Women who wanted beautiful homes but could not afford designer prices. So I started filming. With a phone that had a cracked screen and a camera that focused about half the time, I began documenting my journey. I would prop my phone against stacks of books, use the natural light from my one tiny window, and show people how to transform their spaces for practically nothing. My first video was about creating a gallery wall using free printables and frames from the thrift store. Total cost, $12. It looked like something from a luxury hotel. 8 people watched it. But those 8 people shared it. And those shares led to more views. Slowly, painfully slowly, I started to build an audience. Women who were struggling like me. Women who had champagne dreams and beer budgets. Women who refused to believe that beautiful living was only for the wealthy. For 6 months, I posted consistently. My following grew to a few thousand people. The comments were mostly supportive, encouraging, kind. I thought I had found my tribe. I had no idea what was coming. The first hint of trouble came when I posted a video about creating a designer-look kitchen backsplash, using peel and stick tiles from the hardware store. In the video, I struggled a bit with the installation. The tiles did not line up perfectly on my first try, and I had to peel them off and reposition them several times. I thought it was relatable. I thought it showed that anyone could do this, even if they were not perfect at it. I was so wrong. The video started getting attention, but not the kind I wanted. Someone had screen recorded the part where I messed up and posted it with the caption, "This is what happens when you let delusion DIY." That clip went viral. Not my original video. The clip mocking me. Within 24 hours, it had been viewed 2 million times. The comments were brutal. "She has no idea what she is doing. This is so cringe I cannot watch. Somebody needs to tell her to stop. Dollar store Joanna Gaines thinks she is an expert. Her voice makes me want to throw my phone." But that was just the beginning. Other creators started making reaction videos to my content. They would pause at my worst moments, laugh at my mistakes, critique everything from my appearance to my accent to the way I held tools. One particularly cruel video focused entirely on my hands. The creator zoomed in on them while I was working, pointing out that they were obviously the hands of someone who has never done real work, and that my nail polish was cheap and chipped. Another video made fun of my clothes, calling them thrift store chic gone wrong, and suggesting that I needed a stylist before trying to give style advice. The worst part? These reaction videos were getting millions more views than my original content ever had. I remember the night it all peaked. I was lying in bed, scrolling through endless comments, each one more devastating than the last. Someone had created a compilation video of all my failures set to clown music. It had 3 million views. The comments on that video broke something inside me. She should just stop. This is embarrassing for everyone. I feel secondhand cringe watching this. Who told her she could be an influencer? She is trying so hard to be something she is not. This is what mental illness looks like on social media. That last comment hit differently. It made me question everything. Was I delusional? Was I embarrassing myself? Should I just delete everything and get a normal job? I cried for 3 hours that night. Ugly, devastating sobs that left me exhausted and empty. But when I woke up the next morning, something had changed. I checked my phone, expecting to see my follower count plummeting. Instead, it had grown by 10,000 overnight. My website traffic was through the roof. The affiliate links in my bio were generating more clicks than they ever had before. That is when it hit me. Hate brings attention. And attention, whether positive or negative, can be converted into currency. The people mocking me were driving traffic to my content. They were sharing my videos, talking about me, making me the center of conversations across multiple platforms. They were giving me something that most creators would pay thousands of dollars for, visibility. But instead of just accepting this accidental benefit, I decided to do something that would change everything. I decided to lean in. My next video was titled, "Thank You for the Hate. How You Are Building My Empire." In it, I addressed the mockery directly. I thanked the reaction channels for the free promotion. I showed screenshots of my analytics, proving that their hate was literally making me money. And then I did something that nobody expected. I announced that I was launching a merchandise line featuring their meanest comments. Dollar Store Joanna Gaines became the slogan on a hoodie. This is what happens when you let delusion DIY. Went on coffee mugs. She should just stop became the tagline for tote bags. I called the line Hate Pays Forward and announced that a portion of every sale would go to organizations supporting women entrepreneurs and domestic violence survivors. The internet lost its mind. Some people were outraged that I was profiting off negativity. Others were amazed by the audacity. But everyone was talking about it. And talking meant buying. The first batch of merchandise sold out in 6 hours. I had to place emergency orders with my supplier. The Dollar Store Joanna Gaines hoodie became so popular that people were reselling it for double the price on other platforms. But the merchandise was just the beginning. I started studying every piece of hate content about me. I analyzed what resonated with people, what made them engage, what made them share. I treated my haters like an unpaid focus group, giving me real-time feedback on what content performed best. When someone made fun of my cheap curtain hack, I doubled down and created an entire series about achieving luxury looks for under $20. Those videos became my most popular content. When critics said my voice was annoying, I leaned into it, creating videos with dramatic voiceovers and exaggerated enthusiasm. The haters shared them as examples of how over the top I was, but the shares meant more views, and more views meant more money. When someone called my tutorials too basic, I created a whole series called So Basic It Works, featuring the simplest, most foolproof DIY projects imaginable. It became my signature content. I was not just surviving the hate anymore. I was harvesting it. But the real breakthrough came when I realized something that changed everything. My haters were actually my most engaged audience. They watched every video, looking for mistakes to mock. They shared my content more than my fans did. They commented on everything, driving up my engagement rates. They were essentially working as my unpaid marketing team, promoting my brand across multiple platforms without realizing it. So I started creating content specifically designed to trigger them. I would deliberately include small mistakes that I knew they would screenshot and share. I would use phrases that had become memes about me. I would reference their criticism in ways that made them feel compelled to respond. Every piece of hate content they created about me drove more traffic to my original videos. Every mean comment increased my engagement metrics, making the algorithm push my content to more people. I was gaming the system using their own negativity against them. And it was working better than any traditional marketing strategy one could have imagined. Within a year of the first viral hate video, I had grown from 20,000 followers to over 2 million. My website traffic had increased by 800%. I was making more money from affiliate marketing in a month than I used to make in a year at my corporate job. But I was not satisfied with just social media success. I wanted to build something bigger, something they could not tear down with their comments and reaction videos. I launched Do It Yourself, a home decor brand focused on affordable luxury. Every product was inspired by the DIY hacks that had made me famous, but manufactured at scale to make them accessible to everyone. The first product was a line of peel and stick backsplash tiles that actually worked properly. I named it the Delusional collection, as a direct reference to that first viral hate video. It sold out in 2 days. Next came furniture pieces that looked expensive, but were priced for real budgets. Wall art that transformed spaces instantly. Organizational systems that were both beautiful and functional. Each product launch was accompanied by content showing exactly how to use it, styled by me in real homes, with real budgets for real people. And the haters? They kept watching. They kept sharing. They kept inadvertently promoting everything I did. I started getting approached by major retailers. Target wanted an exclusive line. Home Depot wanted to carry my backsplash tiles. Better Homes and Gardens wanted to feature my story. But the ultimate vindication came when I was invited to speak at VidCon, the biggest creator conference in the world. I was asked to give a keynote about turning negativity into success. Standing on that stage, looking out at thousands of creators, I told them the truth. Your haters are not your enemies. They are your unpaid marketing team. They are your focus group. They are your engagement drivers. The key is learning how to monetize their attention instead of being destroyed by it. The applause was deafening. After my talk, dozens of creators approached me with similar stories. They had been targeted by hate campaigns, mocked in reaction videos, turned into memes against their will. But they had been letting it destroy them instead of leveraging it. I started consulting other creators on how to transform hate into profit. It became another revenue stream. Another way to build my empire on the foundation of negativity that others had created. But the most satisfying moment came 2 years after that first viral hate video. I was featured on the cover of Entrepreneur magazine with the headline, "The Hate Millionaire. How One Woman Turned Internet Cruelty into a $1 million Empire." In the article, they detailed my journey from broken to successful entrepreneur. They analyzed my strategy, interviewed business experts about my approach, and presented me as a case study in resilience and creativity. The article went viral. And guess who was sharing it? The same people who had tried to destroy me. Some shared it with admiration, finally understanding what I had accomplished. Others shared it with continued mockery, calling it proof that society rewards the wrong people. But they were all sharing it. They were all talking about me. They were all contributing to my success, whether they meant to or not. Today, Do It Yourself is carried in 73 stores nationwide. We have an annual revenue of $4.2 million. I employ 47 people, most of them women who needed second chances or flexible work arrangements. I have been featured in Forbes, Better Homes and Gardens, Domino, and Real Simple. I have appeared on morning shows, podcasts, and design panels. I have consulted for major brands on authenticity and resilience marketing. And through it all, the haters have never stopped watching. They still comment on every video, looking for new material to mock. They still create reaction content, still share clips, still talk about me across platforms. But now I see every notification as a deposit into my success account. Last month, I opened my first physical pop-up shop in Los Angeles. It was a 3-day event showcasing the entire Do It Yourself collection in a beautifully designed space. On the main wall, I painted one of the first hate comments I ever received in giant gold letters. "She will never make it." And beneath it, in flowing pink script, I wrote, "Watch me." The line to get into the shop wrapped around the block. People took selfies with that wall. The photos went viral across Instagram and TikTok. And yes, some of my original haters shared those photos too, with their own commentary about how she is still milking the victim narrative. But every share, every comment, every mention drives more people to discover my brand. They cannot escape me now, because they created me. Every cruel word they wrote became a building block in my empire. Every laugh at my expense became leverage for my next business move. Every attempt to tear me down only made me more determined to rise higher. I learned something that changed my life. You cannot control what people say about you, but you can control how you use what they say. The internet thought they were canceling me. Instead, they were launching me. They thought they were destroying my dreams. Instead, they were funding them. They thought they were teaching me my place. Instead, they were showing me my power. My name is Kaya Ashworth, and I built a $1 million empire on a foundation of hate comments, viral mockery, and internet cruelty. They tried to cancel me. Now they cannot escape me. And the most beautiful part? They are still helping me grow, one hateful comment at a time. Every view they give me, every share, every reaction, every attempt to bring me down only pushes me higher. They wanted to watch me fail. Now they get to watch me win. Forever. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the hate. Thank you for building my empire. You could not have done a better job if you had tried. Ready for more incredible transformation stories that will blow your mind? Subscribe to our channel for weekly content about turning setbacks into comebacks, pain into profit, and dreams into reality. Hit that notification bell, because you will not want to miss what happens when ordinary people do extraordinary things with their worst moments. Your next level is just one story away.